A tale of two grandmothers. They both witnessed the last fateful moments of their grandchildren's lives. Their lives were cut short by vicious pitbull terriers. While they both deal with the pain of loss and trauma, each one faces a different reality. In the case of 8-year-old Uleboheng Musime from Vista Park in Bloemfontein, criminal charges have not been laid against the owner of the killer dog. But 30-year-old dog owner Lebohang Padi, whose two pit bulls mutilated 3-year-old Keketso Saule in Henneman, faces charges of culpable homicide and cruelty to animals. It's a cold comfort for the grieving family.
She says she wanted them to throw her in the yard where the dogs were ravaging the body of her grandchild. She says she cannot adjust when she remembers what happened.
Because it's in front of my eyes.
This is really sad for us, she says. I really don't know what to say. I'm so hurt. It is a loss for us as a family. It's such a loss of a child who was so obedient.
A few meters from the Saule home is the Mamello creche where the toddler attended. His peers might be too young to comprehend what transpired, but one thing certain is that their friend is no more. Theirs is a trauma that will need attention.
What we face here with here is a situation where the victims, be it the survivors or the secondary victims of these incidences, they are bound to suffer from psychological trauma for the longest of time. So what will be of importance is that if it's an elder or if even if it's a child, a survivor of these attacks, they should seek immediate attention, psychosocial intervention. Sometimes one may feel that they are strong, they are resilient, they can stand against whatever odds, but then in the long run they realize the impact that they might have incurred from these incidences. What is of importance is to know your resources within your community, to say if you are faced with such situations, who do you run to? For instance, in your communities you'll have your social workers, in certain communities you'll have your psychologists. It is important that you seek urgent attention, even if when you think that perhaps it didn't have that much impact. It will be of utmost importance that you just have a session with a social worker or a psychologist to try and gauge the impact that it might have, or also to highlight or alert you on some of the signs and symptoms of trauma that you might have incurred out of those incidences.
While the pit bull debate rages on, 15-month-old from East London in the Eastern Cape became the latest victim of a dog attack on Tuesday afternoon. The refusal of the dog owner to take accountability for the attack has driven an even wider wedge on the pit bull debate, especially because there is a bizarre increase of attacks on young children. Last week, the City of Cape Town's Animal Control Unit reported that it was investigating an attack on a young girl who was attacked by 3 pit bulls. On the one side of the pit bull debate, we have aggrieved people who see the pit bulls as unpredictable. On the other, we have owners and breeders who trust the dog and know its gentle side.
I want to return my dog to SABC because those dogs, it costs us more than for 2 years. We feed those dogs well, as you can see, most. These dogs are healthy, everything. We can't return those dogs to SABC.
According to the Animal Matters Amendment Act, a person whose dog inflicts an injury on a person due to negligence may face a prison sentence of up to 2 years.
As the Morapedi family and a brother to Lebohang Padi, we send our condolences to what transpired. As the Morapedi family, we are deeply concerned about what happened. This is extremely sad for both families.
In June this year, the Sizwe Kupelo Foundation started its petition to ban pit bulls as domestic pets in South Africa after 10-year-old Storm Nuku from Port Elizabeth was mauled to death by a pit bull. In July, 1-year-old Leanne Johnson from Tabazimbi in Limpopo was also killed by a pit bull. The deaths of Musime and Saule also highlights conflicting views on the pit bull and has sparked debate that could influence legislation, but their absence will be felt. Kamohelo Siekwi, SABC News, Bloemfontein.